Today we're going to be talking about Zendaya. She recently came back on the stage after years, I believe, of not performing any songs or anything to perform with Labyrinth at week 2 of Coachella. So, I mean, that was likely just in response to week 1 and how things went, but I just wanted to check and see, and some of you did request a reading on Tom and Zendaya. Just want to check and see what's going on with their relationship, what we see for them moving forward, and their career as well. Or actually Zendaya's career. We'll do both. Okay, so, all right, let's actually get started with Tom's energy and his relationship with Zendaya. Zendaya's energy and her relationship with Tom, and the energy between the two of them. Okay. So, what's going on? The Star reversed, the Six of Cups. Not really liking what I'm seeing yet so far, but hold on. What's going on in Tom and Zendaya's relationship? So, if I'm looking elsewhere, by the way, I am looking at their picture to kind of channel into their energy. When you book readings with me, that's not really necessary. I mostly get your forms via like email, so I really just tap into the name. You can check everything out in the description box below if you want to book a reading with me. Anyway, yeah, that's where I'm looking. So far, this doesn't look good. Now, disclaimer, this is actually the second time I'm doing a reading on them because I filmed one and I talked about something else that was like, I was like, okay, you know, maybe I'm not supposed to do it today. Maybe like this isn't really the information that I kind of wanted to put out, but all right, we'll just see what's going to come up. But so far I'm seeing similarities in that reading in this one, which is the Queen of Cups is in reverse to me. This is Zendaya appearing as someone who's kind of detached in their relationship, which is not a very good sign given that are they kind of Hollywood's it romantic couple right now that we really believe is true. And I don't know if I believe one way or the other way, but I do feel like things are not at its best in paradise right now or in their relationship. The Star reverse is about someone not wanting to be in the limelight and kind of, I know that Zendaya is a Virgo, so I know that there is a part of her that does overthink things in their relationship. That's kind of just a Virgo thing. But I also feel like there's someone in their relationship that is not wanting to be in the limelight, either wants to leave. To me, this is reading as Tom wanting to leave the spotlight at some point. But that also refers to wanting to keep things private in their relationship. Now, remember, this is Tom's side and this is Zendaya's side. But so far, what I'm seeing is the two of them kind of pushing blame onto each other. It's not perfect, which is okay. That's not necessarily a bad thing, or it's just that every relationship has its ups and downs, but so far they are pushing a lot of their blame onto each other. The Six of Cups tells me that they have some issues that are from the past, that they're still annoyed about, holding some resentment about, still bringing up, still, even if they're not bringing it up, they have it like it's deep in their heart. It's something that's really affecting them. There is still something in this relationship they haven't quite figured out how to resolve or forgive each other for. And it's not healthy for them because I can see one person trying to paint the other as a villain. Now, Zendaya shows up as the King of Swords. Now, either that represents her seeing Tom as someone who can be a little cold in private, or this can be herself, like, you know, kind of the way that she communicates when they're in trouble or having a conflict with each other can be really detached and cold. Either way, I see them both alienating each other, which I don't know much about their personal life. I just see pictures of them kind of like people being, honestly being a little bit weird and like stalking them and kind of like taking pictures of them while they're literally just out being normal people. Like, I cannot imagine what it's like to be someone like that. Like, you're just living your life and everywhere you go, people are probably like, can I take a picture with you? Like, we're literally trying to have brunch, you know? But I see their pictures, you know, I kind of don't really know anything else about their personal life. But as I say that, I know that that's kind of how they want it, right? That is how, so Zendaya reminds me a lot of Jenna Marbles, which both of them are Virgos, I believe. Am I wrong about that? Hold on. I think they're both Virgos. Comment below if I'm right or wrong. But they remind me both of the same thing, where they're kind of similar that they know how fame can destroy relationships. So they're very careful about their relationships and do not want everything to be out in the public. Now, that being said, I am seeing here that things are not so beautiful and bright in their relationship. Like I said, the Queen of Cups reverses emotional detachment. The Knight of Pentacles is about consistency. Things staying the same. There are changes that one person wants in this relationship and it hasn't happened yet, no matter how many times they've talked about it. So that is a source of like issue for them. It's this feeling of like, you know, like nothing ever changes. We've talked about this. I have said my concern and it's still the same thing. That being said, I also see someone being stubborn here. I feel like I can't really see who or which one. It feels like it's both of them, really. And I just know they're having communication issues. The Seven of Wands in reverse is someone feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So someone here is handling a lot of different projects. I am seeing this on Zendaya's side as well. So I feel like she's been handling a lot of different projects. The stress is getting to her and she really needs to pull back a little bit if she wants her relationship to do well, because it's affecting them. Zendaya's feelings for Tom, let me see. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, that's not a very good card to see. Not that any of them are like just bad cards, but essentially I see Zendaya having a dream for her future, and I see her feeling like I'm not aligning with the same goals and dreams as you. Ten of Pentacles reversed, not seeing the long term of the relationship or not liking where it's going. Nine of Wands in reverse is about someone who feels like they have to walk on eggshells or be, you know, like teeter around certain topics. There are things that they have decided not to talk about for now, but they kind of know that they have to because they are issues with compatibility. So it's like things where, oh, I want to get married, but let's not talk about that now because we're okay and we're busy and we'll talk about it later. But like there's a growing resentment from someone here. So there's just something about long term. So I got more clarity on that. I feel like there are times when the Emperor in reverse, there are times when Tom doesn't stand up to her or doesn't stand up for her in ways she thinks he should. So there's some issue about that. The Chariot in reverse is a halt in progress with something old. Hold on. This is also about being a father. So do you guys know if they want to have a baby? I don't think Zendaya wants one right now. There is something where she's put a stop. Zendaya kind of wears the pants in the relationship. There's something about this where she's kind of put a stop to something that he wants, likely about becoming a father or taking a project, a role, an opportunity. And it's been a long-standing source of issues. I also see with Tom's feelings towards Zendaya, yep. Why am I seeing the Eight of Swords? See? He really loves her. He really does. He knows that she makes him happy, but he feels trapped in this situation. Oh, okay. Because he can see that she is okay with where things are, and he wants something more. He wants marriage. Unless it's the other way around, but I feel like it's him. He's happy with her. He loves her. He wants something more. But Zendaya is in her strategic era. Like you can see the swords energy. You can see the detachment here. Okay. She doesn't want to be his wife. That's really what it is. There's been some distance between them. It's caused resentment. And it's like, I feel like sometimes Tom unintentionally pressures her to be that. You know, it's this feeling of like, I told you I don't want to talk about it yet. Or I told you I'm not ready for that. And he keeps talking about it. There's something, an issue like that. So there's something that Tom is doing where if he's not careful as well, if he doesn't, either he needs to be honest with how he feels and confront that he can't wait any longer or something like that, or he just follows what he says he's gonna do for her. If they don't do that, I don't see things working out. I feel like I see them Yep, I see someone, I don't see them walking away necessarily. I see them still trying things out, but this is a growing resentment, and that's difficult for any type of couple. You'll see this in any type of marriage where it's like, I gave it all I got, and at some point I just felt too tired to give anymore. Why do I feel like some of you are gonna resonate with this message, huh? Like, some of you better comment below saying, Isabella, you literally just read my situation, because I feel it. I'm like, come on, you know? Here's the thing, you guys need to talk about that. Okay, Tom and Zendaya and whoever is resonating with this, you need to talk about it, because you don't want to get to that point of no return where you have the ick towards your partner because you have given it your all, and then you kept all of your ill feelings inside, and then you turn petty, you turn resentful, and then you want to walk away, and you couldn't fall back in love even if you tried to, because you just can't change your mind about that person, right? You guys will need to talk about this. There's something they need to confront now. Yep, I just see them. I don't see them fighting. I don't see them talking. Now, why is the Page of Cups here? I see them talking to someone else instead. They have a lot of issues. This is, okay, they need to be very careful, because if they are not more considerate with each other, this is the type of thing that's going to develop or could develop into a third party. Now, I'm not necessarily saying cheating or physically cheating. It could be like emotional cheating. Like, there's this feeling of like a third party, because I see someone being like, I don't like talking to him right now because he brings up things that I don't want to talk about, but I would rather talk to you. Or like, you know, there's something like that. Like, I would rather do the relationship things that I wanted to do with my partner. I'd rather do with someone else because they don't make me feel good, or they make me feel judged, or they don't respect what I want when I do talk to them. So they need to like figure this out now, really. So far, I'm not seeing them walking away, but I'm just seeing it as like going to other people for advice, or going to other people for companionship or comfort, instead of going to each other. It's very avoidant energy. They need to just talk things out, honestly. Zendaya's career for now, or like at present. Oop. Where is Zendaya's career going in the near future? Any predictions we're seeing? I'm seeing the same thing. I should have just posted that other reading. Okay, I see Zendaya in a state of comfort right now. So she's making money. We get that. She's definitely big into investments and saving for the future. That's good, girl. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, that is walking on eggshells around an unfair business dealing. Oh, you know what I'm seeing, and especially with the King of Swords here, this is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Hold on, because that can be Tom. Oh, does she walk on eggshells around him when it comes to career stuff? Is he kind of, I don't know if I'm reading this right, okay, because like I think he is a Gemini. So it could be that he's walking on eggshells to kind of maintain peace in their relationship, because he doesn't want any jealousy or anything like that to happen between the two of them. Just this feeling of like her walking on eggshells around Tom to make sure he's doing okay, surrounding what people say about them. So those little comments like, Zendaya can do so much better or whatever. I don't actually believe that, but little comments like that, I think it really does get to them. Now, where I see her career right now is there is some form of a business deal where I don't know if she's getting shortchanged or she's getting paid more than someone else. She doesn't want to upset whoever this person is, because there is some form of like a producer, someone who's like a bigwig, or someone who's spearheading that show, that like movie. I can't stop thinking about Sam Levinson. In the previous reading, I filmed this already, and I'm getting the same thing. So I keep seeing this person who's manipulative, and like you can see the chess, and like playing people like pawns in a game is literally what I just heard. There is someone that she works with that she doesn't like. She has a contract with that person. It could be someone or a company, a corporation, a label is what I wanted to say, or like even a brand. There's someone that she works with, some form of a contract. She's gonna go through with it. I don't think she's gonna say anything, but she doesn't like it. Like, she doesn't like how the environment is. She thinks it's a little bit toxic, and she thinks that it's unfair to other people, but I just don't see her doing anything to stand up for it. Okay. Okay, hold on. She turned down an opportunity for something. Is this to partner up with someone also? There is an opportunity that she did or she will be turning down that it's an opportunity to partner with someone because she doesn't like that person. She doesn't want to associate with that person. And I feel like something's going to come out about that person or that label, that show. There's something that's coming out in the future that feels like she dodged a bullet and it was good. But she also probably could have done something to speak up now. I don't know if that makes sense. Yep, heartbreak, falling out, pride and ego. This is literally, I literally don't know her other projects, but I literally cannot stop thinking about Euphoria. And it's just this feeling of like, you know how Barbie was like treated, and it's like something like that. Like you knew that it was going on. You could have said something about it. You didn't. Someone's going to come out with more information about what's really going on set, or like how people are acting. Because other people have been hurt by comments, or like it's just not the most comforting environment, but you're getting a lot of money, so you're safe, so you're not going to talk about it until it's over, and even then you probably won't because you don't want to spoil your reputation. That's where I see her vibes coming in. Not absolutely sure if this is about Euphoria. Let me know what sign Sam Levinson is, but if it's not about Euphoria, it could be about something else. There's just some form of like a set or something where she just feels like someone is treating the others unfairly. Strength. Yep. See, I see her just protecting herself. She knows like something about getting backlash. She's really afraid of that. Zendaya is actually very sensitive and anxious when it comes to like comments of other people on the internet. Again, goes with being a Virgo, but like she will avoid that, and it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing in a sense that she minds her own business. You know, she can live her own life and whatever. She's not going to soil her partnerships with people. She's capable of being professional. It's a bad thing in a sense that in moments where she probably could have stood up with for certain people or said something more, done something more, she probably could have done it a little bit more. I'm not saying she hasn't done anything. I feel like she has tried to, but in like a really nice way. She's also, the way I read her energy, she feels a little to me like passive aggressive and not wanting to fight with people. But that's where I see things for her. Okay, status. So I definitely see more stuff about her and her relationship with Tom. Do we literally see them starring in something together again? Is there something that's upcoming for the two of them again? I know they started like, is it Spider-Man? I don't know if what else they've done together, but is there something where they're going to be both in the same movie, screen, or whatever again? This is feeling like regaining status of king and queen. I don't know if they're going to take it, but they're going to be offered something. You know what I just saw? Mr. and Mrs. Smith. There's something that's like that vibe. Okay. What else did we see here? We have the organization card in reverse. This is Mercury and Capricorn. So organization in reverse would be chaos, adaptability in reverse. Yep, there's something where, again, this is talking about like business deals. So I'm going to need her to be a little bit more careful with what or who she represents. This makes me feel like partnering up with the wrong people who, A, just want to use your name, B, don't actually know how to run a company, or they try to, but it's like the brand is crap. So you know what it would remind me is like whenever celebrities release lines of makeup and fragrances, and it's like, well, that's terrible. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you stick your name on that? You didn't even check. You probably didn't even do anything as part of the creation process. Like, there's some kind of vibe of that I see for Zendaya. Let me see into Tom. What's going on with Tom Holland's career right now? Unhappiness. Why? He's feeling creatively stunted right now. He's not feeling very connected with whatever he's doing career-wise. There's something about what he's doing movie-wise where it feels like this is for children. And I don't want to be in stuff that's for children anymore. I think he wants to be excited about his projects. He's not excited about them, and there's just this feeling of like, first of all, he wants to have his own kids. Second, he wants to no longer be treated like a kid, and he wants to be treated with more respect, seniority, or something. And he doesn't really want to star in something that's for kids anymore. Again, see, emotional detachment is here. So what are we going to be seeing for Tom in terms of career? Oop, Queen of Wands. Oop, what is this about? Why did I just hear dark sci-fi thriller? There has to be something about being linked to a, I'm going to say it this way, like being linked to a sexy woman. So I see the Queen of Wands is that. There's something about like being introduced to the right people or being, so I think, okay, here's what I see with him. There's something about chemistry where I think he's struggling to find the next person he's gonna have a lot of chemistry with. And I think he really, like, I'm having trouble explaining what I'm thinking. There's this feeling of I want more badass movies where it's like I can't stop thinking about James Bond. That's where I see his vibe going, or that's where I see him wanting to take things. But he's having trouble finding someone he has on-screen chemistry with. There's just something about, like, I want to be with someone that's like, you know, I want to be in like a sexy movie. I want to feel more like mysterious and thrilling and like exciting. Like he wants something more than what he's currently in. And I know this is like really weird, but it's something about swear words. Like, I don't know how the like Marvel, whatever, like those movies are. Do they even swear? There's just something where he makes me feel like I want to be in more like serious acting roles where I can swear and I can like, you know, like I don't know what. That's just what I see with him. Like I want to be taken more seriously as a grown-up separate from this franchise. Ace of Cups. I do feel, so okay, I was right. I do feel like he is going to have someone. I was right. The secrets are being revealed. AKA, there's going to be less mystery around this and what I'm talking about soon, because I think he is going to find that person soon. And it's not Zendaya. It doesn't feel like that, because I feel like with Zendaya, again, they don't want to take their relationship and kind of have it be picked apart by other people. So I feel like even when it comes to roles, they're going to be very careful about that, not to get into roles. So like this reminds me of Malcolm and Marie, where it's like, I don't even want to put us in like a situation where even if it's fake, our real emotions can get in the way. She doesn't want that. So I feel like it's going to have to be Tom with someone else, because Zendaya also makes me feel like she's very conscious of like how people are going to look at them. So let me know, have they ever had like a sex scene together? Because like I don't know if she is in opposition towards that. Like, yes, when it comes to like us as a couple, I love that, I want people to see that, but I think it's creepy whenever people are like, I can imagine them like, you know, having sex because of like seeing them in a movie, for example. That's what I hear when I'm like in their energy, and I just see them keeping the relationship part of their life very, very, very separate from their craft. And this is a very serious actor, clearly. So Tom is really like looking into kind of better roles, and I do feel like he's gonna get something he's gonna really love soon. Is he also wanting to direct? He's wanting to take on there's something about, I want to pour my heart and soul into this. So I can see him taking on a role that he's really going to love to an extent where he might even be in charge of it somehow. Endurance in reverse. Yep, I see him. Okay. Oh. So here's what I heard when I looked at this card. I heard, yeah, I know that those kinds of films, superhero films, are like moneymaker. Like literally you don't have to... Sorry, they're like literal investments. Like you don't even have to think about it, because they will make you the money. But I see him just like not wanting to kind of go through that anymore and wanting something more. Fortune card, Sun and Leo. This is also about creativity. Like, yes, it's about, you know, a good money making opportunity, but also about like literal creativity and just feeling so engrossed with your work. Films that make people think. Like I kind of see him, I suddenly saw Timothée Chalamet, you know, like I kind of saw something like that, like wanting to get into more serious kind of like films. Like, yeah, I don't know, you guys get what I'm talking about, but that's what I see for them. Thank you so much. If you like this reading, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And hey, if you want to book a reading, so what I did for them was just love and career, right? When it comes to my no bull readings, which you can check out on my website, I cover health and well-being, family, social life, love, and career. Then you can also ask 3 specific questions. So go ahead and book my no bull reading. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.